Before we dive in, let's clear something up. Trading isn't about chasing the hype. Most people think $1 million trading means you need $1 million to get started. That's not it. What Trapper's really breaking down here is the mindset and strategy behind the moves. It's about learning how to simplify the game so even if you start with small money, you can grow it smart. The lesson is, wealth is built on discipline, not luck. Watch how he put this in a way beginners can grasp it. This could be the blueprint for anyone ready to escape the cycle of confusion and start stacking real assets. Let's check this clip out.
Hey, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to become $1 million trader. That's right, I'm gonna show you how to become $1 million trader. Now, a lot of people are gonna say, it's not that easy, Trav. He leaving a whole bunch of stuff out. Here's the blueprint, and you tweak along the way. And matter of fact, the person who tells you it's not that easy, I have proof that I made $1 million in a trade. Actually, 1.2 million. Last year, we made 1.2 million in an NVIDIA trade. That's a fact. It's on my thing. I came right back and made, later on the year, I made $860,000 to put the down payment on this building that I'm standing in. I used it from the market. I documented everything. It's on my Instagram page. As a matter of fact, I need to put it on this YouTube page. Closing time! So we see what's going on with McDonald's. So say, listen, 10 people hospitalized. Hold up. Yo. What's up, Drew?
How you doing?
Man, I'm good, bro. Talk to me.
Hey, Trav, it's closing time.
Come on, you kidding me?
We need you to wire the down payment for your $5.6 million building.
How much they need, bro? How much they need to close? We doing 20%, right?
I need about $850,000.
Oh yeah, because they're giving us the credit for the 275.
Get that Freedom Center.
Freedom Center. Man, I'm about to do something crazy, bro. I'm about to wire the money out the stock market. I'm about to cash out some profits from the stock market. I'm gonna wire that to my bank account, and then I'm gonna wire that to her. That way I'm using profits from the stock market to buy an asset, bro.
Hey, Wall Street paid you.
Watch this make sense, Jose. This year, we've made more than $2 million in the market. We've profited so far $1.6 million. We're gonna put up $810,000. So actually, I got the building for free. That's all house money, cuz. And then watch what I'm gonna do. Every year, I'm gonna take 100 grand out the market and put it on the building. I'm gonna probably put about 500 cash into renovating the building before the year out. And guess what? The whole 500 cash is tax deductible. That's how you play the game at a high level, my dog. All right, we gotta cash this money out. All right, bro, so now we gotta go get 800,000 out the market. We gotta sell what we holding heavy at. Then one of this Meta contract is up. We're gonna sell 8 of them. So that puts us at 430,000. So we gotta hit this NVIDIA. We got to. So right here, boom, I think I'm already at the mark right now. So as we can see, we about to wire $25,000 transaction fee from our individual brokers. And then what we doing is we going to wire right here $820,000. This about to be crazy. I know it'll take a couple minutes. I just wanted to make sure that the wire is good.
Yeah, everything's fine, Mr. Howard.
All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Let's go. So, Jose, we just sent the wire. He said it should take about 15, 20 minutes. Let's sit on that for a second. And then what I'm about to do now is I'm about to go look for the lady wire information. All right, so my name is Leon Howard. I am trying to wire some money for closing. We have a closing Monday with you all. Could you all email me the wiring information?
And I'll get her to send those right over.
Okay, thank you. Closing day. Like we 5 days away. So for the person who tell you it's not that easy, you talking to a person who did it, right? You talking to a person who did it. So when I'm telling you this, I want you to, don't take this with a grain of salt. Take this exactly for what it is, because if you follow these blueprints, you can be $1 million trader. It's gonna take some time, because the thing you're gonna have to get around is your emotion. That's the thing that's gonna hurt more people, the emotion. And you're gonna lose money along the journey. But here's my favorite saying. In order to make $10,000, you gotta be willing to lose 1,000. In order to make 100,000, you gotta be willing to lose 10,000. In order to make 500,000, you gotta be willing to lose at least 100,000. And in order to make $1 million, you gotta be willing to lose at least 200,000-300,000. It's just the way the game go, right? You're not gonna turn 10,000 into $1 million. That's not gonna happen. You gotta go through the journey. So let me put that out there. But listen, if you wanna learn a blueprint on how to become $1 million trader, it's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Make sure you like and subscribe right now. I promise you, this one video right here will 100% change the game for you. Let's go. You gotta decide first and foremost who you are as a trader, your investor identity. And we're gonna bring this down to this blueprint, right? This is a blueprint on things that you have to consistently decide, right, as a trader. The biggest thing you could do is also take notes along the way. Because as you're taking notes along the journey, it's kind of like your roadmap. It's what you're going to follow, right? So this is not getting into patterns and charter. I can tell you right now, there's people who can chart way better than me. I'm not that. I only use maybe 3 or 4 technical analysis things that I use. But again, last year we made $2.4 million in the stock market, $2.5 million in the options market. We did another $500,000 in the buy and hold market. It is what it is. My proof is in the pudding, right? So you talk to somebody who's done it. And that can't be denied. What we cannot deny is what a person has done. So the first thing you gotta ask yourself, what are you? Are you a day trader, meaning you're in and out of trades every day? You might do a little scalping, that's cool. Are you a swing trader, meaning you go out a little further? For me, my swings started about 4.5 months, 5 months. So that's my swing. Or are you a leap trader, right? Are you going from, to me, it's usually 12 months, but I like to say from 10 to 12 months, 10 months or more puts you in a leap option game, right? There's pros and cons to each one of these. You gotta decide which one. Most people like to start off here because this is probably the cheapest way, right, to get in the game. It's gonna cost you the less money, but it's the most volatile way. You know what I'm saying? Swing trading can be a little bit of both, but then you can be a leap trader, but this one's gonna cost you a lot more money. And when I do leap options, they probably start at about at least $1,200, $1,300, right? And they can get really expensive. Like last year, 2024, when NVIDIA was really like up there, like I remember paying, $9,000, $14,000 for a contract. You know what I'm saying? So it can be real crazy right here. This can get out of, these leaps can get out of hand, but they have a better upside to it. So for me, I think this is actually the sweet spot, but I bring my swing trades anywhere between 4 months and 8 months. This kind of my sweet spot. This is definitely my sweet spot, that 4 to 8 months, right? It's a perfect agenda for me. So one, you gotta learn, like, I'm not saying you can't do all of them. I'm saying get really good at one of them. Like really get good at one. Now inside of this, if you day trading, you also, like if you're a chart reader, you're gonna wanna know what candlesticks are you looking at? What's that time frame you're looking at to you? So for me, that's not really a thing for me when I'm in here, right? The next thing you need to understand is like, what are you willing to risk per trade, right? Some people say 1 to 3%, right? Like I'm gonna be real with you, I'll be putting 10% or better up per trade, but I got a bigger account, but I've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things that I have really learned is that I don't want to say this to like disregard nobody. That's why I say investor identity has to be important for you, right? One person, your risk tolerance is important. One person can risk $1,000. Like you got a $10,000 account, yo. Like you don't really want to risk that much. If I had a $10,000 account, yo, 10%, I'm putting a rack up there. I'm going with my move. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie. Me, I'll even go further than that. I'm putting $2,000. You know, like it's where your risk tolerance at. So I'm somewhere in between. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm in that 20 to 30%. Well, I'll do this. I'll be honest with you. Cause I'm anywhere between 15 and 30%. I'm anywhere between 15 and 30% per trade every time. Real talk. But I'm gonna say this. I play big, I win big, I've had some big losses. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it real with you. You this ain't no, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I've had $120,000 loss. I've had a $500,000 loss. And I'm not just talking about a paper loss. I'm talking about realized loss. Cash out. It's over with. Lock up the puppies. So I've been there, but my skin is super, super, super thick, y'all. Because I love the game and I believe in the game. And I know the game has made millionaires, the game has made billionaires, and the game has made me a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And I know some people gonna talk smack and all that, but again, what you cannot deny is the results that I put up. And last year alone, we made 6 people millionaires in my Patreon group. That is results that you cannot, deny. So we don't really care about haters, because that's what we do. The next thing, so you need to decide where you at. What's your comfort zone? Am I good risking 1 to 3%? Now, I'm gonna be real with you. If you're in this leap swing trade thing, you automatically gonna X this out. I'm gonna be real with you. If you go and swing trade or leap trade, you automatic, you ain't here. You're not there. You already somewhere here. And I'm gonna be real with you, you're not even here. You somewhere around, you starting at 6% or more. When you go swing trade and if you come in here, so understand. So for me, I understand this is my sweet spot and then I'm here. So I've already identified like where I'm at. So 2 things I got off the way. The next thing you gotta ask yourself, where am I? Am I options trader? Am I messing with the futures market? Am I messing with Forex? It's important. Don't try to do them all. Find one. For me, I'm here. So I knocked 3 things out the way. I know I'm a swing trader. I know that I play leaps, but I'm a swing trader. I'm also in this 15 to 30, but I'm also play the options market. The next thing you need to understand is this, y'all, the roadmap. What is gonna get you there, right? Like, what is gonna get you where you gotta go at? Some traders are all technical analysis traders, right? And that's good. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Or you can be a fundamental analysis trader that adds some technical analysis in it. That's kind of where I'm at. For me, I'm like this. I'm probably like 70-30. I'm technical, I'm fundamental because I only trade certain type of companies. I only trade companies that have strong moats. I only trade companies that have advantages some type of way. I only trade companies that have pricing power. Like, I only trade companies that have strong balance sheets. Now, inside my options masterclass, I go over the specific chart of company that I trade, the specific type of company that I trade. I go through that in the options masterclass. But you can be reversed. You can be 70-30. Some traders don't even care about fundamentals. All they're looking at is the technical analysis. That can be sweet for you too. Again, identifying these are super important for you. So the roadmap, what gets you there, is important, right? You gotta know. And you can be 50-50. You figure this part out here. Like, and I'm telling you this because, y'all, you get this right, the only thing you gotta master now is your emotions. And the easiest thing to master about that, we're gonna get to that, right? The next thing you need to understand is this. Now, once you understand the type of trader you are, you understand the risk that you're willing to take, you understand the roadmap, meaning what are you gonna use to get you there, and now you understand what market you in, options, futures, or Forex. You understand these things. Next on the line, entry. This entry is super important. When you get in this trade, it's so important for you. You need to know, are you getting in on pullbacks? Or are you getting on breakouts? Or crossovers? Ooh, y'all didn't know I was gonna do that. Y'all didn't know I was gonna do that. Y'all didn't know I was gonna bring that up. Yes, sir. Right? You wanna know which one of these you're getting in. Meaning, like, is the market pulling back? Is the market, like, it done filled the gap, shot up? Has it crossed that golden cross? Come on, come on. You need to know that, but watch this. There's a leg that we added to this, and it's the cause. This is something people don't talk about. The cause. What caused one of these to, nothing in the market just happens. Everything in the market is a byproduct of something being said or something being done. Nothing just happens. It's your goal to figure out the cause. So, was it some type of news that came out? Was it some earnings, or was it in type of economic or inflation data? Right? These are things that's really going. So people's emotions are tied to events. Nobody just wake up and be like, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. There's an event that takes place, and from the event that takes place, the event causes an emotion, right? So you need to understand, what is the cause, right? Was it the news? Was it some earnings? Or was it some type of economic data, right? Now, the data can go as news, but the data I'm looking at, when I say news, I mean like, did the CEO do something? Did something happen with the company? Geopolitical, is there a war going on? That's what I mean when I say news. Earnings, did the company do well? Did it not do well, right? Or did the company put out, like, did the earnings call produce some more good news, right? Or was it some type of economic data? Was it CPI data, PPI data, retail data, housing data? These things are important because this gives you what's called a story, right? So we looked at something, right? The type of trader you are, the risk, that how much capital you're willing to risk, the roadmap, what's gonna get you there, the market, and now what are your entries, right? Now I'm gonna take you somewhere good here. Stopping. We need to understand, are you getting out of this trade when you stop, do you have a dollar amount or do you have a percentage that you're looking for, right? So when you get in the trade, when you get in the trade, you need to be knowing when you're getting out the trade. Pre-trade. Okay. Not in the middle of the trade. Okay. Not when the trade done lost this much money or won this much money. Pre-trade, you need to know, I'm getting in here, pullback, breakout, crossover based on this news, based on whatever. And when I get in, I know exactly when I'm getting out at a dollar amount or a percentage amount. It's up to you. For me, I'm a percentage person. I'm a percentage person, right? So you learn these things, and watch this. The last thing you need to learn is whether it went right or wrong, what lesson did you learn from that trade? Oh my God. Whether it went right or wrong, the way that you become $1 million trader, after you do all this, you need to ask yourself, what went right in this trade? Journal it out. What went wrong in this trade? Journal it out. That what's gonna happen is, while you not active, you looking at this saying, this what happened, this what didn't happen, this how this went. This is how you, I promise y'all, this is how you become $1 million trader, y'all. And I promise you, it's easier than it's. No, it's not. It's not that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Again, for the people who saying that, you talking to somebody who made $1 million in a trade, 1.2 to be exact. Go check out my Instagram. It's on there. I was lifting weight. Me and my dog Jose was on. I said, dog, it hit $1 million. I jumped up. We showed a trade, an NVIDIA trade. We did $1 million in a trade. That's one trade. We did $2.5 million last year altogether in trade. We did $500,000 in buy and hold last year, and we also did $860,000 in a 6-week time span to get this building. Did we take losses along the way? Hell yeah. It's part of the game. You can't avoid them. That's it. The type of trader you are, the risk that you're willing to take, the market that you're going to, what's the roadmap that gets you there, what's your entry price, what's your entry, pullback, breakthrough, breakout, crossover, what is causing the thing, what is the dollar, the stop or the percentage, and then what is the lesson? Come on, man. I promise you. That right there, somebody trying to sell you that for $19.97. I promise you that. You feel me? Listen, man, it's your boy, the Wall Street Trap. But listen, I hope you learned something from me just now, right? I want you to rewatch this video a couple times. I want you to share it with somebody. I want you to like it. I want you to get in the comment and tell me how you feel about this, man. How can we help you, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trap. But listen, man, make sure you catch us each and every Tuesday on the Wall Street Looks Like Us Now Network. 7 p.m. Eastern. Definitely giving you a bunch of free game. And also just make sure when you look in the chat, man, somebody telling you about Bitcoin, somebody telling you, call Lisa or Susan or I can't think Harold enough. That ain't me, and I don't know what the hell them people is doing. Don't get caught up for that, man. It's your water boss, you Trapper. Salute.
Start stacking today. Join Coinbase with my link in the description and get free Bitcoin just for signing up. Don't wait.